welcome to the KreepyKents. Today we're going to show you for our first episode how to make a creepy corpse, the scariest decoration for your yard you've ever seen. We're going to show you how to do it cheap, and it's going to cost less than the stuff you'll find at the creepy Halloween stores, because they're crap anyways, right buddy? Yeah. So anyways, I'm Sean Kent.
I'm Maxon.
And stay tuned to find out how to do it. Okay, so before you get started, it's really important that you get a few supplies. So we went down to the hardware store and we bought some stuff. What's the first thing we bought, buddy? What is that?
Heat gun.
Heat gun, that's right. This here is a big fancy hairdryer, really, but has some extra powers. And it's got what on the back? It's got a variable temperature control, right? That's kind of cool. And it says on here that it heats up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. For us Canadians, that's about 660 degrees. 540 degrees, I don't know. I'm not going to
probably cook some pork chops with
You could definitely cook pork. That's a good idea. So when we're done, we'll make some pork chops.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, what else is in the box, or in the bucket there, buddy? Plastic! Hey, there's nothing fancy about this. This is your standard issue drop cloth, right? They're like $2. We bought the cheapest kind there was. What this is going to be, though, is this is going to be like the skin.
Yeah, we don't need this.
That's
we
right.
Don't need that.
There's lots of like how to make zombie stuff on the internet, and they all use like latex or other materials, and there's nothing wrong with that, but this is about the cheapest and quickest and dirtiest way to do it. So we got the plastic. That's great. We'll put that in there.
I open this annoying thing.
You can't open it? Did you try using your teeth? Don't do this at home. He's a professional teeth terror. There we go. Okay, good. So we got the plastic there. We'll get that out of there as well.
We don't need this.
Don't need that. Okay, what's next in the box?
Paintbrushes.
Paintbrushes.
Yeah.
So that means there must be something else in the bucket there. What else we got?
Stain.
Stain. That's right. And we got two kinds of stain. You can't really see it right here, but we got kind of a reddy stain, and we got kind of a darker red stain. So you want to go for, we're going for kind of like a bloody flailed skin kind of zombie. That's going to be extra
that's
awesome.
our kind of thing.
Yeah. So that's the stuff we had to buy to get started. Oh, we forgot something.
Skeletons.
Skeletons! Okay, so we got skeletons. So we went online.
This is one of them. We have to.
Yeah, we have two, but we got the one here. We went online and we found ourselves a nice, fairly affordable plastic skeleton. It's
He
called
does not have a name, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't have a name yet. Well, we'll name them. We always name our guys after we make them. So this is called a pose and stay skeleton. It's kind of nice because you put his arm up and it stays. You put his arm down. Whoop, don't touch your wiener. And it stays. And he can talk. See, hi, I'm a skeleton.
You're not making him talk.
No.
He goes like that.
But it's cool that his mouth opens though, because I find zombies are creepier when their mouth is open a little bit, right?
They like are.
That's right. So
They eat your head. Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
They eat heads. Okay. So the thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this plastic here.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it over his body. We're gonna use a heat gun to melt it and make it look like melted skin.
Also melt this.
It's gonna be super awesome. And then when that's all done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the stain and we'll put the stain on there. Trying to get that tag off?
Yeah.
Okay. Here
I'm
you
not gonna use my teeth on this.
No, I wouldn't recommend it here.
I'm gonna use my hammer.
I'll get the scissors here from the workshop.
Yeah.
Don't need that no more.
You don't have to have the scissors.
That's right. So for the next step, buddy, we're gonna have to go outside. We're gonna lay him down.
Okay.
And we're gonna start to put stuff on it. Okay? Ready? You got him?
Bodies.
You got
I
him?
got the body.
Easy does it.
Body.
Careful. I'll get the door.
Careful.
Easy
Open the
now.
door for me.
Opening the door. Okay, for the next part of this task, we got the skeleton laid here. We're gonna lay out the plastic. Okay? Let's do that, buddy. Be sure to pick a windy day. It always works worse. Perfect. Okay, now wrap him up. We wrap him up now. Like he's a skeleton burrito. Okay, so I've zoomed in a bit here so you can see what's going to happen around the head.
Yeah.
We're going to scoop as much of that plastic up as possible. We're going to tie it up, turn the heat gun on, start to melt it onto them. Okay, so I didn't mention it earlier, but we've got them here. We're starting to heat shrink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this clear plastic tape just sort of to hold it tighter to them, okay? We're going to take this. There you go, buddy. Can you strangle him for me? Give him a choke. All the way around. Get back of his head, too. There we go. Good. Okay, and watch your fingers. Here I come.
Oh, no.
There we go. And that'll hold it in place while we sort of get started here. I'll put it on nice and tight. Try and get a little bit around him like that. There we go. So now we've got his head sort of isolated. I'm going to put a little bit of heat again, and let's speed this up. So now we've got the basic heat shrink. You like that, buddy? Yeah. Now we're going to start to burn holes where they belong. So he's going to need some holes for where?
Eyeballs.
Eyeballs. He's going to need a hole for his mouth and a hole for his nose. We're going to use the heat gun to do that. All you got to do is move it closer, okay? And turn the heat up a little bit if need be. Okay, we got you zoomed in real close. You can see now where the melting is going to happen. I've done this eye here. I'm going to work on the other one. You ready, buddy?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now use power.
Wherever possible, you can use a knife. There's nothing wrong with that either. So,
I can't use this when it's fake paper.
you want to do kind of a messy job. Messy's not bad.
Because it's a zombie.
Because it's a zombie, that's right. And who's to say that his lip is this way or that way, right?
It's a zombie. Why are you going to complain again?
There we go. So that about does it for the head. You can see now the plastic has started to take the shape of some skin. And once we put a stain on that, that's going to come to life. Okay, so we're going to zoom back out again, and we're going to do the rest of the body in high-speed video. Okay, so we're back in here. We've melted all of the plastic on our body. That's awesome. What's the next step, buddy?
Paint.
Paint it. That's right. So, because we're using a wood stain, this is a wood stain finish, a red one. We're going to have to be careful and make sure that we use the proper solvents to clean the brush off after we're done. Yeah. So it's real important that if you're a kid, you should never do this by yourself, anyways. But make sure you have a parent with you, right? And what we're going to do is get this here screwdriver, mix up the paint, just like that. And you don't have to worry about it getting spilly or anything like that, as long as you put down a nice drop cloth like we have. And you know, we're painting a dead body, so
it doesn't matter if you spill a bit on
it. That's right. Spilling is no problem, right? So just gonna get the lid off this, just like that. You can see it's a nice sort of bloody red color. We're gonna pour that in there, a little bit of that.
More brown.
It's kind of browny red, yep. There we go. And Max, you go ahead, you get started. Okay, so now we're zoomed in a little bit. Max, you keep painting that on there, brush it around, right? We want to get a good mixture, dark spots and light spots. And you can see, as I sort of pan through the body, just how creepy this looks up close. He looks real flayed, right? So we're going to keep doing that. Keep going, buddy. Doing great. Spread it all around. Let those teeth go. And you want a little bit of the white to show through, yeah. See, Max is doing a good job. Here we go. Push harder. Don't worry about hurting him. He's already dead. Here we go. And what I've got here is I've got a nice dark stain, okay? While Max is doing that, I'm just going to put a little bit of dark stain in. A little goes a long way when it comes to stain. Here we go. I got it on my hands already, so that's good. Here we go. And I'll just close it so we don't have a catastrophe spill. Oh, splash, splash, splash.
That's my hammer.
Splash, 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 splash. Splash. Yep, squat down. Keep working on it, buddy.
I was just trying to get...
Here we go. While Max is dabbing, I'm going to get my paintbrush here. And just a little bit of this here and there isn't going to hurt. So we're painting in a little bit of texture in certain areas. We're going to emphasize where we can, like shadow areas. So there should be like some shadows under the rib cage, just like this. And I'm going to put a little bit in here. And I'm just sort of emphasizing the depth of them. I don't want to paint them all black.
So I want weird.
Yeah, we want some of that red to show through. But that good mixture of colors will be real good. Here we go. Put some on the inside of his hand here. Now, of course, once this is done, we're going to have to flip it over and paint the other side.
Which will be a pain in the butt.
It will be a pain in the butt, but we'll get it done. Right, buddy? Here we go. And again with the black brush, just sort of following along, just dabbing where his ribs are. Just added that little extra bit of shadow all the way through the corpse.
So don't dab on your stuff?
Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, go ahead and dab everywhere, buddy. But you can see now, I'll start doing it over on your side of the body. You can see now how that adds a little bit of that texture that I'm looking for. Lots in the neck area, especially once it goes to nighttime. This is really going to make this creature pop. There we go.
Might eat some, look like someone's going
There we go.
to
So you can be fairly liberal with it. A little goes an incredibly long way, though.
Yeah.
Okay, come on over here, buddy, and you start working and dabbing the legs.
I did that already.
I'm going to do the face here. So you can see we're in close, and I'm just going to follow like the edge of his cheekbone. Just like that. And just darken that. And then right behind the eyes here. And then I'm going to start painting the back of his face a little bit. Dab inside the eye hole. Darken that up. And if you get little run-ons and stuff like that, that's not so bad because we can make it look like blood tears.
Oh, that'd be
That's awesome, eh, buddy? You go, same for the nose. Just dab in where the nose is.
Yeah.
You go, be very careful with the black because it's dark.
Yeah.
But you're just going to put a little bit
So
here and
it's
there.
not my job.
Yeah, well, it will be one day.
Yeah, I'm just not old enough.
Yeah, and I'm going to watch out for the teeth. I don't want to dye the teeth black. So I want to get as much contrast as possible.
Except for teeth.
Okay, so then I'm just going to come in close now with the paper towel. I borrowed a little bit from Max, right, buddy?
Yep, yep.
Okay, and we're just going to use that now to emphasize highlights and shadows where they belong. Just like that. And here I'll turn him a little bit so that you can see his face a little bit. As much as his face will turn because he's kind of solid now. And just sort of dabbing it all in. It's starting to look real freaky. And then
I wish my shoe had some. That'd be cool.
that would be cool. I'm even gonna whiten his teeth a bit. Give him a little toothbrush with a paper towel. How cool is that, eh? What do you think, Max? Come around here and tell me what you think.
Oh,
I think we're...
I'm the inspector right now.
Yeah, you're the inspector. Is that freaky?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Does he look freaky in real life too?
Yep, yep.
Here we go. So yeah.
Actually, yeah, he's really bloody on the camera.
There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna wipe away where we can.
Camera.
On his forehead to emphasize that.
Oh, the side looks good.
You can see, and then dab it back. It starts to go overboard.
He's saying hi, by the way.
Yeah, he is saying hi, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then we'll do it on his chin too, because we want that to pop a little bit. Perfect. That looks good. Excellent. Okay, so the face is mostly done. We're just going to keep working our way down the body, And we're going to add that contrast on the inside of body parts. If I can reach in with that.
And I'm gonna watch.
And Max, you can keep painting if you want with that down the legs.
Huh?
You go ahead. You paint down the legs with that. You farted, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, it smells so bad. It smells so bad. You're such a farty
Not
kid.
too much, right?
Yeah, just a little does a lot.
Right.
That's right. And then we'll just smear it all around with that after. Take your rag and smear it around. There's no right or wrong way to do this.
It's a dead body.
Exactly. It's a dead body. Come on, people.
Not mine, not
There you
yours.
go. Don't overthink it.
It is.
What I might do later on is take him back outside and just shoot some black paint inside the cavity of the rib cage. That might pop it
So
out.
use a gun and shoot?
No, like a spray can. A spray can of black paint. Just because I happen to have some. But I wouldn't say it's entirely necessary. I think you can see that it's a pretty freaky looking corpse as it is right now.
It just does.
Yeah.
It's just normal for us.
There we go.
Details.
So we'll wrap up this video a little bit later on. Once it's dry, we'll show you what it looks like. We're going to flip it over, we'll paint the back. That's not going to be very interesting. Then we'll show you what it looks like when it's all done.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yep.
High five! Booyah! Okay, so that about wraps it up for us. We're going to let this guy dry. He's still a little wet. He's got all his muscles. And the nice thing about this setup is he's still kind of posable. I'm going to put this here in his teeth so that it stays. And come Halloween night, we're going to put some final touches on it. I'll probably spray some black spray paint inside to create more depth between the rib cage and the background. And I might put some final touches. And then we're going to dress them. We'll put them in some clothes and tear it up and make it look real dirty. Because they're going to be what, buddy?
Pirates.
They're going to be pirates, right? So we have a nice pirate
We're
ship.
gonna have a battle.
And they're going to have a battle. They got the swords, the guns. It's going to be awesome, right?
So like boom boom and
Exactly.
slice, slice.
That's right. So that's it. Now you know how to go from one of these. Hi, I'm a dead guy with no skin or muscles. To one of these. I'm a dead guy too, but I have muscles, just no skin. Pretty cool. So what are we going to do next time, Max?
Paint these.
Paint those. What are those, buddy?
Skulls.
What kind of skulls? That's right. So you can get these styrofoam skulls around Halloween. Everybody's seen those before. They come in bags of bones and that sort of thing as well. And what we're going to do...
This is as easy as they go.
Yeah.
This is the easiest.
This is how we started. We started putting some eyeballs on them. And then we learned a way to put skin and hair on them. And how freaky is that? So that's going to be the next episode. So make sure you subscribe. And also, when it's all done, come Halloween, we're going to show you the whole haunt. We're going to go front to back and you'll see all the creations. So that's it for us, the KreepyKents.
Yep.
I'm Sean Kent.
Not Max can.
See you soon and be sure to subscribe.
What?